So today is May 9th, and that is 3 days until Mother's Day, which is on Sunday. And I was thinking of what am I going to get my mom? I can't necessarily buy anything because I don't start my new job until next month. So it's very, very far out. And I thought I could make something. But here's the thing in particular about my mom. Her birthday was last month, and for the same reasons I couldn't get her anything, and she understood that. She doesn't understand I've been looking for a new job. I don't think she knows that necessarily. The excuse she made up was, you have to pay bills. I'd rather you do that than get me something. But this time I want to do somewhat of a makeup. So I was thinking that for Mother's Day and somewhat to make up for her birthday, I want to bake my mom a cake. Okay, but here's the thing about my mom in particular and her diet. My mom is an almond mom, and if you don't know what an almond mom is, it's basically a name that was coined after Gigi Hadid, Bella and Gigi Hadid, the Hadid sisters, their mother, whose name I have recently forgotten. When she was training them up to be future models themselves, she would be very controlling of their diet and their daily activities, right? So she didn't like that Gigi did volleyball, I believe was her sport, because it would make her more masculine, and she wanted her daughter to have a more feminine appearance for modeling.
You have to make a choice.
Modeling is my job, volleyball is my sport.
So their bodies are big and bulky, and they eat like men. I wanted her to develop as a woman. I thought that my daughter was lesbian.
She wouldn't let Gigi indulge in her birthday cake. Like, she would monitor how much of her birthday cake she would have, because again, that's fattening. You have to you have to maintain a modelistic size. No cake for Gigi.
But not too big. No, that's too big. The half of that. Gigi's in charge of her own diet, but to be on your best weight, you gotta make the right choices. This is you.
And probably the most memorable example of the mother's behavior is, I don't know if it was Gigi or Bella, but I think they were calling her, telling her how hungry she was, and she said,
"How are you?" "I'm feeling really weak. I have a couple of almonds." "I have a couple of almonds. Chew them really well because your stomach is not." "Okay, love you." "Okay, I love you too, baby. Be safe."
All to maintain a model appearance. And that is what coined the name almond mom. Like, moms who are very particular about diet and your diet as a kid. My mom is not that extreme, but I would say she is an almond mom. I can't just bake her a cake and expect her to eat it. The cake has to be particular. I remember for one of my birthdays, she didn't get me a regular schmegular cake. She got me a cake with lots of fruit in it. It was a healthier version of a cake. I, of course, did not like it. The joy of a birthday cake was not in that cake. It's like fruit and foam, this birthday cake. Nothing all that sweet. And I remember being annoyed, but it's my mom. The next time she got me a cake, it was a cheesecake. So, because cheesecake is my favorite cake, so I think she learned her lesson and just got me something that I actually like. But I just know that in pursuit of making my mom a cake, it can't be regular schmegular. It has to be particular to her diet. And I was looking up the types of cakes that has fruits in it. Let me see if I can re-find it. It was fresh fruit cake. Okay, it's fruits fresh cream cake. Okay, and from what it seems, it's basically a sponge cake with the buttercream layers, not the buttercream, but the cream layers with fruit embedded in there. So that is what I really want to try and make. What the hell is that? Another interesting fact is I don't have an oven. I have an air fryer. And I have this. Okay, I have a cake pan. So I was looking up how to make sponge cake in the air fryer, and I did find some doable recipes. Aside from that, One of the main problems, right, is my mom lives all the way up south from me, like a very, very long way. I think the last time I tried to commute over there, if I'm using the right word, commute, I guess travel over there, I had to like hop on 3 buses. So I'm thinking I can put this cake in the freezer, but as soon as I take it out the freezer and make the journey up there, like, is it going to last? Like, am I wasting my time here? I don't know. But I'm still gonna make the cake. I'm still gonna do it, okay? So that's what's up. And how about this? If it doesn't come together, for Mother's Day, my mom's spouse contacted me and my brother and said that his plans was to have a very, very early breakfast for her. So if this cake doesn't work out, maybe I can bring in something more breakfast based, more breakfast appropriate, you know, for her to eat. But we're gonna first attempt with the cake. You see this side? You see that? It's not very even. Well, let me flatten it and see the result, okay? It's okay, I guess. And even if I do layer it, it's not gonna come out nice. So listen, might as well taste it. That's what I should do before I use the same recipe trying to serve it to my mother. Okay, look at that. One of the critiques I have for it is the recipe asks for vegetable oil. I did not have vegetable oil, so I used butter. On top of that, it said to sift the baking powder with the flour, and I didn't do that. I put the baking powder first, and before I realized exactly what the instructions wanted from me, then I put in the flour, and maybe that just messes up the chemistry of the cake. All right, change of plans. I was thinking more on the cake, and I feel like it's probably not going to be realistic to travel with the cake all the way up north and expect it to not melt somehow or fall off. Like, I don't think that's going to be easy to travel with. So I have a different idea. I have 2 ideas. Breads, healthy breads that I know my mom would be willing to eat. That would be maybe a loaf of bread that has fruits and nuts in it, and a loaf of bread that was made with coconut flour, not these fattening regular schmegular flour. Because I have leftover blueberries from my blueberry jam attempt, I figured that I'll finally put these to use before it goes bad on me and make a berry tart. I had recently got this thermal bag that I'm going to put whatever I make in here to keep it frozen. We're gonna go for that. Mind you, this is not any special milk. This is just cow's whole milk. Hopefully mom doesn't beat me with a stick for that. All right. I mean, I'm tempted to put the whole darn thing. Man, is this a tart or a cheesecake? It's a tart. You're not a cheesecake. Why do they say to get cheesecake mix? I fell asleep, so I'm doing this in the morning. It is May 11th. I'm supposed to glaze it over. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, that's so pretty. I was afraid that I had the wrong kind of tool. I can smell the bread and it smells so good. I think it's the cinnamon bringing out that smell. Can I open it? It's like 17 minutes left. Yeah, it's done. That looks nice. So for the next recipe, we're gonna do coconut. We're gonna make coconut bread from the coconut flour, and I also have coconut shreds. I was looking for a recipe, can't necessarily find one for the air fryer. So I am on ChatGPT. And although ChatGPT can hallucinate, I do think a bread recipe will be successful. Smooth the top of the spatula. I don't think they mean this, but it's what I got. So I made the hiccup of not prepping the pan before I put the loaf in. So I damaged it a bit, but I scraped some of the remains here, and it tasted good. That's the update. This is edible. So we have the fruit tart, berry nut bread, and my cocoa nut bread. Tarts Breads. Just like that. Yeah. Let's do the coconut bread. The berry nut bread. I'm sitting here waiting for the 17 bus at 8:33. I got on the 17 bus, but the 17 bus was going in a whole other direction from the direction I needed it to go, and the phone assured it was going to go. So I jumped off, still around the area where they picked me up, and I took on this, and I was able to catch 17 bus, so I'm on track. But why this always happens when I'm on the bus? I'm a sweaty mess in these streets. What's apparently going on is, you know, buses come slower on Sunday, okay? So I was at my next stop, and it was saying, oh, it's gonna be an hour till your bus comes. No, I'd rather just walk. So that's what I'm doing, and I am sweating. But I am also close to my mom's place.
Okay, my hand's not clean.
That's fine.
Wash it. Okay.
This is the berry nut. Oh my gosh, what is this?
It's leaking. Hold on.
Oh, never mind. It's not. It's leaking from the inside. Okay.
Probably from the
It's
bag.
from. Oh man.
You made it at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man. What is that? A coconut bread.
You made all of that?
Yeah. Oh. I made a fruit tart, and it was frozen, and I put it in here for it to, you know, ting properly. So what's going on?
Oh my
Just the fruit
goodness,
tart.
Nosha, you're doing a lot of cooking.
It was baking.
Baking, okay.
I just want to see how it looks. Oh, good. It looks great when I finished it. Okay, never
It has to
mind.
go in the freezer.
Yeah, it had. Okay.
Put it back in the freezer. I can take it to work. Freeze with my co-workers. Yeah, freeze it a little bit. But the other stuff look delicious.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're
welcome.
Okay, let's go wash my hands.